Picture this: 3 alarms went off this morning, you silenced all of them. You told yourself you'd finally start that course, send that application, have that hard conversation. You didn't. Instead, you opened your phone just for 5 minutes, and 3 hours vanished into a void you can't even remember. Sound familiar? Most people call this laziness. Friends tell you to just try harder, get a planner, build better habits. But here's the uncomfortable truth. This was never a discipline problem. There is a younger version of you still living inside your head, and that version is terrified of growing up. And the scary part isn't that this happens to teenagers. It happens to men in their late 20s, 30s, 40s. Men who look fully grown on the outside, but freeze the second life asks them to actually commit to something. Welcome back. Today we're going inside the mind of the man-child. Before we go further, a warning. This one might sting a little. It's not meant to insult you, it's meant to wake something up. So stick with it until the end. Let's start with where this pattern comes from. Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung had a name for it: Puer Aeternus, Latin for eternal boy. You've probably heard the casual version, Peter Pan syndrome. Here's the part people get wrong though. Being stuck in this doesn't mean you're slow or untalented. Quite the opposite. Most men caught in it are sharp, full of ideas, quick learners. What defines this state is an obsession with keeping every option open forever. No labels, no commitments, no closed doors. The moment something starts to feel permanent, a job title, a relationship, a city, something in you wants to bolt. Jung had a phrase for the life this creates: the provisional life, a life that's never actually lived, only rehearsed. You take a job, but in your head, it's just for now, while you wait to be discovered as something bigger. Your apartment stays half unpacked, because surely you won't be here long. You're in a relationship, but some part of you keeps one foot out the door, just in case someone better is out there. Since everything is temporary, nothing ever gets your full effort, and without full effort, nothing can really go wrong, because you never truly tried. This turns you into a spectator of your own life. You watch other people grind through bad jobs, awkward dates, embarrassing failures, and a quiet voice whispers that you're above all that, just waiting for your moment. But that superiority isn't real confidence, it's armor. If you never pick a lane, you get to believe you could succeed at anything. If you never go all in, you never feel what real failure tastes like. So your dreams stay locked inside your head, untested, undefeated, because a dream you never attempt can never lose. Underneath it all is one simple fear, the fear of reality. Reality doesn't care about potential. It has rent, deadlines, rejection emails, people who are better than you. In your head, you're the main character. Out here, you're a beginner who has to start from zero, like everyone else. And a part of you would rather stay comfortable in the waiting room than risk finding out you're not as special as you assumed. So how did this start? Jungian analyst Marie-Louise von Franz noticed something. Most men with this pattern were the gifted kids growing up, the one who got A's without trying. The one teachers called so smart, if only he applied himself. That praise felt great at the time, but it quietly planted a trap. Your identity got built around being exceptional, not around the work itself. Then adulthood hits, and adulthood doesn't reward potential, it rewards people who showed up and kept showing up after they failed. The first time you're mediocre at something new, it doesn't feel like a normal beginner moment. It feels like an attack on the whole story you built your identity on. So your mind does what minds do to protect a bruised ego, it stalls. "I just haven't really started yet" becomes the safest sentence in your vocabulary, because if you never truly start, you never have to test whether you're actually as good as you think. Procrastination here isn't laziness, it's a bodyguard for your self-image. Think of the old story of Icarus, given wings of wax, told not to fly too close to the sun, and doing it anyway because he believed the rules didn't apply to him. He didn't fall because he aimed high. He fell because he never built the discipline to handle the height he was chasing. That's the trap of confusing potential with proof. This usually shows up in 3 patterns. First, constant numbing, not relaxing numbing, endless scrolling, gaming till 4 am, chasing any quick dopamine hit, not because you enjoy it, but because it mutes the anxiety of standing still. Second, running from anything long-term. Relationships, jobs, plans, the moment they require real commitment, you start finding flaws, making excuses, or quietly checking out, sometimes leaning on a partner to carry the responsibilities you're avoiding. Third, playing the victim. Blaming the economy, the boss, the system. Sometimes those things are genuinely unfair, but when they become your only explanation, you've handed your whole life over to circumstances instead of owning your part in it. Now here's the good news. Seeing yourself in this isn't a verdict. It's information, and information means you can act. So 4 steps out of the cocoon. 1. Change what growing up even means to you. It's not a cage that kills your dreams. It's the structure that finally lets them exist outside your head. Talent without discipline just evaporates. 2. Get comfortable being unremarkable for a while. Clean your space. Pay your bills on time without a reminder. Take the boring job and do it properly. Ordinary tasks, done seriously, pull you out of the fantasy and back into your actual life. 3. Practice failing on purpose. Send the application you've been avoiding. Take the course where you'll be the worst student in the room at first. Have the hard conversation. You'll discover rejection doesn't end you, it just teaches you. 4. Borrow someone else's standards until you build your own. A mentor, a coach, a disciplined friend group, someone who won't accept your excuses as easily as you do. Willpower alone rarely beats a well-practiced inner negotiator. Outside accountability does. None of this is quick, but it's real and it works. Jung left us with a line worth sitting with. A child carries the weight of the life their parent never lived. Stay in the provisional life long enough, and that unlived life doesn't just cost you, it quietly gets passed down to the people who love you next. So here's the only question that matters. Are you still rehearsing for your life, or are you finally ready to live it? If any part of this hit close to home, you know what to do, like, subscribe, and if someone you care about is still stuck in that room waiting to start soon, send them this. Not as a call-out, as a hand reaching out. Thanks for watching, see you next time.